Hey folks, in this video I'll show you the highlights of VGSTUDIO MAX 2023.2. In our latest release, the motto is unmistakably Eat, Sleep, ROI, Repeat. This means that we have several features that focus on this topic. Clean ROI and Split ROI now combine useful features in one tool, saving you a lot of time. Then there's the long-awaited 3D preview of ROIs to help you with segmentation. We introduce adaptive ROIs, which can work wonders when copying regions to deformed objects. And Paint and Segment is much faster and more resource efficient than before. But that's not all. Battery anode overhang analysis comes with Annotations. VGEasyPore can analyze inclusions. And we can now not only integrate 3D results into reports, but also export them to other programs. So stay tuned to learn more about the new features of VGSTUDIO MAX 2023.2. And when you finish watching, we want you to download and try out the new version right away. Alright, let's go. Clean ROI. For the first feature, we will use an ROI on this golf ball. If we look closely, the ROI is created on the outer shell of the golf ball, but still consists of a few extra particles and isolated components inside that we don't really want. To remove them, we can use the new Clean ROI function. This allows you to specify exactly up to which size isolated components should be removed, or if, in this case, only the largest one for the outer shell should be kept. This filtering can also be applied towards getting rid of these inclusions and voids inside the ROI. Again, we will use the Clean ROI function, but this time to filter voids of up to 1 cubic millimeter. And if you want to remove all voids, you can also select this option directly. Let's think of another typical scenario. We've scanned a stack of identical objects that we want to examine individually. In this case, 6 golf balls. To do this, we need to split this one ROI into 6 individual ROIs. When you open the Split ROI tool, you can see that we also have the cleaning functionality embedded here. So again, we can specify exactly how many components we want to keep, or we can filter out voids. In addition to that, we can specify whether the ROI should be split into ROIs, or directly into extracted volumes. The sorting of the resulting ROIs can be based on position and scene coordinates, or on the volume of the ROIs. The resulting ROIs can also be automatically expanded by a certain number of voxels if desired. When done, the resulting ROIs appear in the scene tree, 6 individual ROIs, and each one automatically expanded by 5 voxels. As you can see, everything the new Clean ROI and Split ROI do has always been possible in multiple steps, and it was also the typical workflow for many users. But now we have combined these multiple steps to single tools to streamline the process and save a lot of your precious time. Next up is a long-awaited feature, our super cool new 3D ROI Preview. You draw an ROI in a 2D view and start dragging it in another view. You immediately get a visualization of the outer box in semi-transparent green and a red highlight of the actual part inside the box. You can always rotate the camera between steps to see if everything you want is included in the ROI. Just confirm, and you're done. The latest version of our software implements adaptive ROIs. I'll show you what that's good for. The region in this nominal CAD file contains a wall thickness analysis, and we want to copy that over to the actual scanned data, which is a little deformed. It's been tricky in the past, but it's none of your concern anymore. As known from our powerful adaptive measurement templates, our new feature can analyze deviations between source and target objects and then calculate the shape and position of the ROI you want to copy over. Simply put, no matter how twisted or bent your target object is, the ROI will fit perfectly. And so will anything attached to it. Because this is particularly important for inline scenarios, we'll demonstrate it with a macro. Okay, start the recording. Copy the region. Hit exactly this selection. And then, paste ROI with options. Now this is where the magic happens. In this dialog, you can apply adaptive transformation either by calculating a new field or by using an existing computation that's already present in the scene. Hit OK, and there you go. Here's the region with the analysis attached. Just right-click and update, and you're done. If you can't believe it's so easy, just play the newly created macro to find out. Adaptive ROIs. New in the basic version of VGSTUDIO MAX 2023.2. We are very proud to announce some significant performance improvements in Paint and Segment, our machine learning-based segmentation tool. It's hard to express the benefit in precise numbers because it depends very much on the ratio between the total size of the dataset and the selected region. But let's put it this way, the smaller the ROI, the greater the speed advantage. You really need to try this out to see for yourself. For example, with this data set of a battery, it took over 2 minutes with the old version to generate the preview. In the new version, it takes just 10 seconds. You will notice these speed increases when previewing the model application and when creating the ROIs at the end. And we've also reduced the memory footprint during the whole paint and segment, so we now use about 30% less RAM than in the previous version. Let's move on to the other cool new stuff that has nothing to do with ROIs. Like this one, our battery anode overhang analysis now comes with annotations to better visualize the results for battery analysis. It's never been easier to connect numerical results with on-screen information. Click and get information about the particular anode, and take advantage of rule-based annotation and image creation. And here's another feature you've been waiting for. VGEasyPore can now detect inclusions. This is useful for data sets that can't take full advantage of the only threshold algorithm. Estimate. Activate the preview. Adjust the settings. And calculate. Easy. Just as you would expect. The last part of this video is about exporting interactive 3D data. First, we have a new option in the reporting tool called 3D Result. This allows you to include interactive 3D analysis results in your reports. Now when you open the report, you'll notice the new 3D Results section, where you have a representation of your part and its analysis in 3D. All the colors and parameters look the same as you specified when you created the report. And if you like, you can still edit the transparency and camera angle and then save the report. Note that the 3D results are for illustration only. This means that they are very close to the actual result, but you still need to refer to the numerical representations of the analysis to make quality decisions, such as the indication table or indication images. The new 3D results improve the understanding of the part and the analysis in the report, and they reduce the need to switch back to the scene while viewing the report. Now for the other 3D feature. This one will help you make a lasting impression at your next presentation, we promise. We call it Export Analysis Results as GLB files. It allows you to export the visualization of the results as a textured mesh in GLB format. It works with nominal actual comparison, porosity inclusion analysis, and wall thickness analysis in sphere mode. Simply select one of the supported analyses in the scene tree and export the result as textured mesh for use in external viewers. Or bring it into PowerPoint where you can interact with it and use it for illustration purposes, and make it jump. And that brings us to the end of this video. But that's not the end of all the new features. Below in the video description is a link to our home page, where you can read more about the major and minor improvements in the new version. And after that, download VGSTUDIO MAX 2023.2 and give it a try. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.